Welcome back to our channel, welcome to my dressing room. It's good to be back with you. It's been a while since I've filmed because I've just got back a couple of days ago from Palm Beach. We had 2 weeks there in the sunshine by the beach with my family and it was so nice to relax. But now I'm feeling refreshed and I'm really excited to get back to the office that we're renovating. I did say I was going to vlog that every week, but as I've been away, I haven't been able to. So today I'm going to take you there, show you what progress has been. I also need to take you to a couple of suppliers to pick up some tiles. But before I do that, I thought I would show you some of the outfits that I've recently ordered. These got delivered while I was away, so I'm really excited to try them on with you. I'm going to start with Goelia, who is the sponsor of today's video. And what I love about their clothes is that they're just that timeless sort of quiet luxury aesthetic that I really like. It's perfect for building a capsule wardrobe, and everything that I've picked is good for this kind of transitional weather that we have at the moment. It's spring. Today the weather doesn't quite know what it's doing. We're having a nightmare filming. 1 minute it's sunny, the next it's raining. But all of these clothes are going to help you build your perfect spring wardrobe. You can layer them up and kind of cater to the different temperatures that we're having at the moment. So let's get started. I got this cardigan back in October and I've worn it non-stop since then. It's worn really well. What I love about it is, firstly, I love a stripe, but I also love the fact that it's a cropped cardigan, so it's perfect for wearing high-waisted jeans with. And I love that combination of the gold, which is really nice to wear with gold jewellery, and also the slightly fluffy texture. It just makes it a bit more interesting. Outfit number 2 isn't exactly groundbreaking, but I do love a classic white shirt with some jeans. This shirt is from Goelia. What I love about it is the fact that it's got the crop sleeves and a slightly puffy sleeve, which I'll show you up close. I think that looks super chic. And I also love the open neck shirt and the fact that it's got no buttons, so it tucks in really nicely. For the denim, these are mother jeans. I'll put the link for everything in the description box. And then the shoes, I don't know if you can see the shoes, but I just bought these in Palm Beach. And what I like about them, I'm going to take it off for a minute, is it's got a tiny heel and they're so comfortable, especially if you have wide feet. So I'll put those in the description box as well. And again, perfect for that transitional weather. But the shirt is a classic. I think I'm going to have this in my wardrobe for years to come. And it looks good with jeans, would look great with some smarter trousers. Outfit number 3 is this full-length, quite loose-fitting dress from Goelia. What I loved about it is this kind of waxed linen, shiny texture that's got to it. Makes it really interesting. I do like it loose, but I'm going to show you what it looks like if you cinch it in with a belt. It comes with a belt, but I quite like wearing this Celine belt with it, just to add some gold that matches in with all my accessories, like my earrings that are from Tiffany, the Tiffany bracelet. I think that looks really elegant, and this is the kind of thing that I would wear at the weekend, for lunch. But if I put a cardigan with it, I could also wear it for work. I've got a trip coming up to Milan in a couple of weeks, so it'll be perfect for that. Room, if you want to eat some pasta, you can just undo your belt a little bit, it's quite forgiving. But I like the length, and then I've combined that with a Loewe bag and the black version of the mules that I was wearing with the last outfit. So it's just a really comfortable, easy outfit for a warm spring day. The next thing I want to show you is this trench, and I'm starting with it off because I wanted to show you how lightweight it is. It's not really like a trench coat, it's more almost like a silk trench style dress overshirt. And what I love about this is I tend to keep dresses and outfits from my wardrobe for decades. This dress that I'm wearing right now, I got in my 20s. It was perfect for that era. To be honest, now it feels a little bit too tight, a little bit too revealing with the split. And I never really wear it, but I love it and I don't want to throw it out. So I thought if I combine it with this trench as an overshirt, it almost acts like a shacket, but for dress lengths. And then you can cinch it with the belt. Just do that quickly. You know, I want to feel a bit more sophisticated now. I'm in my 40s rather than my 20s. And now I feel like this is a dress that I would wear for, you know, a client meeting or a lunch or a date night with my husband. It just feels, yeah, more sophisticated. I feel much more comfortable. And the shacket itself, it's not too warm. You can wear it with lots of layers. And again, it's perfect for this transitional weather. Next up is this waistcoat that I found on Goelia. What I love about this is the colour, it's cream. I think it looks so nice for spring, especially when you combine it with gold accessories. I also really like wearing quite smart items on top or the bottom and then mixing up with something slightly more casual. So I've mixed this with some colour blocked cream jeans, and then just to make it a little bit more glamorous, I've got a gold clutch bag from Loewe and some gold sandals from Malone Soulier. And for me, this is a really good look for like a girls' lunch or a date night. I chose this dress because I thought it was good as part of my capsule wardrobe for work. I love wearing monochrome colours when I'm presenting to clients or going to meetings. This is a stretchy knit fabric, so it's really comfortable to wear. And then I've combined that with opaque black tights, some black suede court shoes, and this Loewe bag just to add a little bit of taupe into an otherwise black outfit. This is a very different look for me. It's by a brand called Hill House, and I followed the founder on Instagram, Nellie Diamond, for over 10 years. One of my first ever clients absolutely loved Nellie's style and Hill House the brand, and she introduced me. So they got in touch when I was in Palm Beach and offered to send me a dress, and I picked this one. It's called the Elise Nap Dress. It's their iconic nap dress. I love the fabric. I'm going to show you the print up close, but it's such a beautiful print. I love all the colours, the pinks, the blues. It's really wearable. And I love how feminine it is with all these frills and the bows. So I've combined it with just a really simple rattan bag. This is by Michael Kors, and some simple pink sandals. And now I just really want a summer party to go to so I can wear it. What do you guys think? Let me know. The last outfit that I want to show you of the Goelia haul is this really fun polka dot skirt. It's silk, so it's lovely and light for the warmer weather. I also like the slightly longer length. And then I've combined that with a black vest top, some sandals from Gianvito Rossi, and the Loewe bag. And how fun is this? It comes with a little matching scrunchie, so you can put your hair in a ponytail, especially in the warmer weather, and that would look really cute. Again, I'll add all the links in the description box, and also if you do want to buy any of these items that I've shown you from Goelia or anything on their website, you can use my product code SP10, which will get you another 10% off. So there's never been a better time to have an overhaul of your wardrobe. And now we're going to head to Mandarin Stone to go and pick some tiles. Hi everyone. Sat-nav's interrupting. I am just in the car driving to Weybridge in Surrey, and we are on our way to Mandarin Stone. I always want to call it Mandarin Oriental, but we are not going to the hotel. We are going to the stone and tile shop, and we are choosing the tiles for the kitchen splashback in the new office. I don't know if you remember the last episode that we filmed there. I had some samples, but none of them were quite right. So this time I am going to the showroom rather than ordering samples, because I just want to see their whole selection. And then after that, we're going to head to the office, look at them in situ, and I'm going to share with you the progress that's been happening. The builders have been there for 2 weeks now. And also I'm going to share with you the lighting design, because we've been working with John Cullen. And I'm going to share with you as well one of our bespoke furniture manufacturers who are making 2 of the meeting tables and also some of the chairs. I'll show you what those designs look like too. So lots of exciting things to get started. But I think we're just pulling up to Mandarin Stone now, so I need to find a parking space. So we are in Mandarin Stone in Weybridge, and I'm here to choose some tiles for the splashback in the kitchen in our new office. Now I know that I want to get some rectangular tiles because it just works better with the layout, and I can see some over there, so let's go and have a closer look. Ooh, I like these. These caught my eye straight away because I want something that has like a kind of earthy feel, and I love how this has a bumpy texture. You can see it reflects the light and it feels very sort of organic and very tactile. I keep wanting to touch it. I want something quite neutral because I'm trying to keep the whole office neutral so it doesn't impact what I pick. And very conveniently, this is the exact floor that I chose, also from Mandarin Stone. It's called the Jacob Ash Parquet porcelain, so I can check to see how they tone together, and that does look really nice. So we'll just scan the rest to make sure there's nothing else I want. I do love all the other colours, but where I want to go neutral, I think I'm going to stick to this kind of off-white taupey colour. This is quite interesting with the matte finish. I do like that as well. I think I'm edging more towards the gloss. I'm going to leave that on the side just to see if that's a good option. That one is the clay ivory matte porcelain. These are cute. I like the slightly smaller size. I'm not sure if that's going to be big enough, but it does come in a bigger size as well. So I'm going to put that in my pile. We're getting a million shades of taupe, but hopefully they'll be the right one. These are cute as well. I like how they're really narrow, really thin. That could be really interesting. I do like the green actually, because it's quite a subtle, it's almost like a grey green, like a very sagey colour. So that is the Alba Sage Glass. And I was going to go neutral, but I think the grey, I'm kind of over grey. Let's go for the green. I do love the marble mosaics. I've got this one. I think it's this one. It's either one of these. I can't tell the difference. But I have this in my utility room at home. So I feel like for the office, I'd like to go for something a bit different just to mix it up, because I obviously look at that all the time. Now, all these seem to be square shaped, but this is the one that I had as a sample. This is the Liege ivory glass, and I loved this. I loved how tactile it felt. The only problem with this one was that it was square, not rectangle. So I'll see what this looks like compared to the other samples I picked up, and hopefully we've got it covered. How gorgeous are these? I mean, any of these would be perfect, I feel. And I think the colour's nice. You can see this is the colour I loved. It tones really nicely with all of them. One more for good measure, white. I picked up this one, which is the matte version of the gloss white. Just have options. I think I prefer the gloss, but you never know until you get it there. Now I've just found this one, which is Zen White. It's very slightly different to the Zen Natural. You might not even be able to see that on screen. You'll think I'm crazy, but I'm going to take both samples. And I'll show you around the rest of the showroom. So they also do a great array of flooring. This one over here caught my eye, because I don't normally love a porcelain tile that looks like stone, but this feels really real as well as looking very real. And I like how it's a big format, what's it called? Wessex Miss Porcelain. This one's really good. And it feels very sort of good slip rating, so it would be good for a bathroom. So we've now picked up all of our samples that I love, so I'm just going to put those in the bag and head to the office. Really excited to see these in situ and also see the progress, because I actually haven't been there since we last filmed. So it's like a nice little surprise. I'm not expecting too much progress, because this stage of the build, it almost looks like nothing's happened. It's all the demolition, the wiring. It has to happen fast, but I'm still excited to go there. So, my trusty samples, let's head there now. So we've just arrived at the new office. I've got my trusty box of samples, and in here, as well as all the tiles that we just picked up in Mandarin stone that I want to check, I've got a few pieces of furniture that I wanted to share with you guys and also check on site. This is one of the console tables we're going to put in the entrance hall, which is by Decorus, which is a supplier that we love. We use a lot of their stuff on our clients' projects. And this is the meeting table that we've designed for our client meeting room, and then also upstairs in our sample library. So again, I just want to check all the dimensions on site. Then some light switches. These are the different samples we're using. Rayco. So this is the bronze. I think I'm going to go with the matte bronze. So I'll share with you what they look like inside on site. Yeah, I think that's it. And I just want to check on progress. I've heard that the floor might be down. I wasn't really expecting much progress today because we're still at the demolition stage. Building sites can be quite boring. Initially, it feels like nothing's happening, but the flooring going down is a big moment, so I'm excited to go and see it. So I can see the floor is down. Come and have a look. How nice does this look? It's such a big difference from those dark, small tiles. And I think the layout really works well because we're an octagonal shaped building. So you can see like having them on the diamond works really well. And then in this little recess here, we're gonna get a doormat. And I wanna get one that's got our logo on it, so that will look super chic. It's quite weird having no doors here as well. I love this being open, but we do need to have it closed. We've got the bronze doors coming. They're going to be one of the last things that arrive, but let me go and put this basket down because it's quite heavy. How nice is this? It just feels so much bigger. So come on over here. This is the kitchen area. It's definitely snug, but we'll get those tile samples out. This one was my favourite, and I want to go for something quite tonal, and look, that is such a good match. Kind of sits between the whitest areas and the darker cloudy areas, and I wanted to make sure it was enough width on the side return, and it is, so that could be a really good option. It does come in the bigger one as well. I'll just put that down there. Oops. So you've got that size as well. I think I'm preferring the smaller one, especially because it's only this area is still going to stay with a splashback. It's only this area that's going to have the tiles in here. So I think it could be quite nice to have the smaller ones, but I'll get the team to elevate it to scale and I'll share that drawing with you. The white, that's a definite no. It looks too white, stark white, and it makes this look a bit dirty. They are both very nice. I'll keep them in our sample library for other projects. This one, no. I do quite like the green as well. I'm going to get the green paint out. Here we've got the green that I want to paint the cabinets. That does look really nice, but I feel like it might be a bit too much colour, a bit too bold a choice. Like everything that I do in the studio, I want to keep very neutral. Not because I don't love colour, because I do love colour, but I don't want any colours that we have here to influence our scheme. So maybe if we've got a green kitchen and green tile, it might make us want to use more green. That's definitely happened in the past. My very first studio I had a lot of purple, and this was, 15, 16 years ago. And I used a lot of purple, so I've realised and learnt now just to keep everything super neutral. So I do like that, but I think this is just a bit more flexible. If I wanted to change the colour of the cabinets in the future, I could. And this would work with any colour, so I think that's what I'm going to go for. For those of you who might be interested, the paint colour is Zoffany Olivine. Olivine? And the tile that I'm going to go for is the Zen Natural Gloss Porcelain. And that's them close up together. Lovely. Feels so tactile, really love touching it. So tiles are done. What's next? Let me show you the console table that I'm thinking for the hallway. So as you walk in, I always think when I'm designing clients' homes or our office, you want something beautiful to look at as you walk into the front door. So your eyesight will go straight to this window, and I'm going to have it beautifully dressed with some nice sheer Roman blinds, some nice accessories. And I want to put this console table here. This one's by Decorus. It's called their Hybrid. We've used it on quite a lot of projects and I love it. So simple. And we're going to do it with a combination of their distressed bronze and Calacatta gold extra, which I think will look really amazing with the flooring that we've got. And we're just going to go for, I think it's 30 centimetres deep, so it's only going to be, oh, that was handy. It's only going to be that deep. I'll show you what that looks like on the floor.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Brat. I'm just looking at the Decorus console in the office, and I know there was some conversations about whether we needed to brace it to the wall, but I feel like 30 centimetres feels quite deep.
Right, okay, fine. If
I
that's
think
what you think, we can make it shallower.
Yeah, and I'm also thinking 150 feels a bit wide. I don't know what the reason for it was, but I feel like 140 feels ample. I mean, even if we went like 260. I think that would definitely be deep enough to put like a photo frame, a flower arrangement, but it just gives you that bit more breathing space.
Yeah, I'll go back to them. 260.
Let's go 260 by 140.
Yeah, that's no problem.
It just needs to be wide enough for a couple of photo frames, a candle,
yeah,
and a small flower arrangement.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, great.
And then I guess if it does look a bit, I'm sure it doesn't look short, but we could also have an umbrella basket next to it or something.
Exactly.
As well.
Yeah. No, we definitely need an umbrella basket. So yeah, I think that'd be good. Thanks, Brad.
Okay.
Speak to you soon. Bye. We did have the console 30 centimetres deep, which isn't massively deep. That's quite standard. In fact, that's quite shallow. But I just feel like when it was going to come up to this grout line, when you're going down the corridor, and obviously this is a busy working office, I don't want people to feel like they're sort of restricted. So I think just shaving off 4 centimetres will make quite a big difference. And then I'm going to reduce the length by 10 centimetres as well. Brett's thinking was that he liked the idea of it sort of shooting past the window a little bit, so if he wants to do a tall floral arrangement. But I think realistically, I'm not going to do a big vase with branches because that's likely to get caught by you as you walk down. I don't want to have any accidents. So I think we'll just keep it fairly snug to the window, and then I'll do like a small floral arrangement, maybe some small orchids, something quite compact that doesn't make you feel like it's encroaching into the space. So I'm glad I checked that. Just goes to show you can never check too many times. This basket is a jumbled mess. This is not how I do it for my clients, but it's always the way when you're designing for yourself and you're a designer. Next thing I'm going to show you, these are the meeting tables, and I'm really excited about these. We're going to do them in a combination of whitewashed oak and bronze. Okay, so this is going to be our client meeting room. It doesn't look much now, but it will do. So I just want to measure the table that we're putting in here. So we've got one that is 2.3 by 2.3 by 85. Now I have already checked it on the floor plans with the team, but it's nice to see what that feels like. So proportionally that feels really good for the room. It's a tricky room to work with because we've got the no straight edges, like that wall is chamfered off, and we're going to have the joinery come in. So I'm happy with the length, and then the width was 85 centimetres, which is quite narrow for a table. You would never have a dining table that narrow, but the reason why I want to do a narrow table here is when we do our client meetings, generally I sit opposite the client, and I've always got all the trays facing them, and I like to be able to talk them through the trays, so this way I can reach my arm over without being too awkward and having to sort of really jump over the table. Then just looking at the finishes, the top is going to be in this lovely whitewashed oak. It's by Ben Whistler, and it's their oak whitewashed with 10% sheen. I'll put the link in the description box. We designed this, but they're going to put it in their main collection, so if any of you are interested, I'll share their details. And then this is the bronze colour for the base, which looks really nice. This is the flooring that we're going to have in here, which I think tones really nicely. What I love about this design as well is I do like a rectangular table, especially for a meeting table, but I like the fact it's got the rounded corners. It feels much softer. If you went for an oval, for example, whether that's a dining table or a meeting table, it gets really hard to lay with crockery, or for the trays that we present with, it would be really hard to sort of line the trays up neatly. The next thing I want to check is we're working with Rayco for all the lighting control. John Cullen are doing the lighting design. We always work with them. They did my house. They've done loads of our projects. And Rayco often work with John Cullen on all their lighting control. The finish that I want to go for their switches is this matte bronze. And then this is their actual switch. I love how slim it is, and it's just super simple. You can program it to whatever suits you, so the engraving can be adjusted to match, but this is all your scene setting, and then you could have it to go up slightly or adjust down slightly, and then this one's all off. And that will be in that matte bronze finish, which again, I like to have all my finishes coordinating, so that tones really nicely with the bronze that we'll have on the base of the table. And then this will be a feature that runs throughout. Some of our wall lights have got this colour, and the bronze lettering that says Sophie Paterson Interior, so it's all going to feel really cohesive. but I'm really happy with that. They've got a great selection of finishes as well. Matte white's also quite good. If you want to have quite a seamless look and you've got mostly white walls, that could be a really good option, but I actually really like to see my switches, and I think the matte bronze looks super smart. Nothing much has changed in here because we're keeping the existing tiles that they had, but I can show you how they combine, and I think that works really nicely. They've done a really good job of not damaging them. They've got a bronze trim that sort of separates them, which looks really smart. And then you'll have the oak, then it will go to the grey, and then in my office will be this carpet, and Liz's office will also be this carpet. So I think it's quite a nice sort of separation. And then you can see they're opening up all the ceilings because all the lighting's being done by John Cullen, which is going to make a big difference as well. Their fittings are really elegant and seamless. So yeah, a lot of progress. I wasn't expecting this much. It's really exciting. Every time I come here, I just can't wait to see what they've done. But let's head upstairs now because I think they've painted all the walls and just done like a whitewash before the perlata goes on. So I'm quite excited to see what that looks like too. Oh, as we're going past it, come and look in the toilets. You can see they've put the tiles in here as well. And I really like how the flooring's seamless. Before they had a transition of the flooring, it was different tiles in the bathroom. Having it flow all into this space where it's not a massive building, it really helps the space feel a bit bigger. And also having these large format tiles in the bathroom, again, creates the illusion of it being more spacious. The lighter colour really helps. And I really like not having too many grout lines in a bathroom, so couldn't be happier with that choice. You can see in here as well. In here they've taken out the toilet and the vanity unit. And we do have some vanity units that we've designed that will be coming out as a collection. So I should be able to show them to you, if not in our next episode of this vlog, but maybe the one after. And we've been working on them for a long, long time, probably a year. Yes, it is a year, because I remember doing it last Easter. And they are amazing, so I can't wait to show those to you guys. But let's head up now. You can see the balustrade's been taken away, or not the balustrade, this was a crystal glass panel that matched the doors that were in the client meeting room. And this is where we're going to put that SWD screen that we just launched, which have got the glass beads, the metal beads, and it will work as a handrail. It will comply with all the safety regulations, but just make a nice feature of this. And then we've got a handrail coming up this side as well. This space feels enormous now. I think it's because all the walls have been painted white, but it just feels like 10 times as big. They've ripped up all the carpet, so you can see it's got the old tiles underneath. And we did consider having tiles or timber floor up here, but if you can hear from the audio, it's very echoey. I think because it's got the vaulted ceiling, it just would have been too noisy, and we wanted to sort of soften the floor as well for the acoustics when clients are in the meeting room down below. You don't want to hear everyone sort of stomping around. So we'll do the same carpet that I've got in my meeting room. And you can see they're also running all the cables for the new lights. These are all going to be on a track system because spotlights wouldn't necessarily work well with the sloped ceiling. And you can see here they've got the wiring for the uplighters and all the windowsills. This will look so nice. I've got this detail in some of the rooms in my house and I love it. So yeah. I think the joinery in here starts being installed in a week. So hopefully as well, next time we come here, you'll see all the joinery. Now, Selena, just watch your foot because there is a pot of paint in front of you and I can just see that going badly wrong. But I love this space. It just feels so nice. Having like almost 360-degree views is really nice. And that not being dark grey, I don't know if you remember it previously, but it just is so much less oppressive. So that's the end of our office tour in week 2 of our renovation. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you'd like to follow the whole journey. I'm going to be vlogging every week until the office is complete, and then I'll be sharing the end result with you all. If you'd also like more regular updates, you can follow us on Sophie Paterson Interiors on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.